Hi, I'm Richard Wheeler, and this is Richard Wheeler Works. It's a badly lit and badly produced Twitch stream. Still trying to get this mobile bunker background going. Kind of hard. I was watching an amazing stream yesterday. This guy's production values were through the roof. Actually, it wasn't a stream, it was like a YouTube channel, which, has a different aesthetic, more better produced. But anyway, here we are. It's Friday, April 30th, and we are working again in the ongoing project, the If I Could See What You See project, and this is If I Could See What You See viewing party, where we're taking a look at military PR, propaganda, YouTube, Instagram, other web stuff, open source material, stuff that is freely available to the public that tells us about the world of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So this is sort of like a digital dumpster diving project into the supposedly hidden worlds of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, mostly through looking at militaries, because, this thing I haven't talked about really, but a lot of militaries today are volunteer forces. I don't have the numbers in my head. But here in the United States, it was after Vietnam, and there were other drivers in other parts of the world. But in the United States, it's called the AFV, AVF, the All Volunteer Force. And this came out of the debacle, how do you pronounce that? The bad outcomes from the Vietnam War. And one of the things, here's an argument, here's a narrative, that the Defense Department of Defense said, we don't like it when we can't deploy troops because the people of the United States don't agree with the war. So we can't rely on a force that is dependent on the draft. And we also can't depend on having to mobilize reserves. Remember 1960, it's after Tet, I'm getting my numbers mixed up, but right, Lyndon Johnson decides to not run for a second term, in part because he gets into a conflict with the generals who say we needed to activate the reserves. Anyway, this isn't a history podcast. This is a podcast about, or stream, or whatever it is. We're going to look at some Instagram. But the point being that why is there so much military Instagram? Why is there so much military YouTube? Why can we find these things? Because you can go on YouTube and you can find military channel documentaries about snipers that have been ripped and they're up for a while and then somebody does a takedown notice or whatever. But you can find a lot of mainstream, I don't mean mainstream media in that sense, I mean things like TV shows, like documentaries. But then you find a lot of now military produced content. Why does the French Foreign Legion have an Instagram account? It's because they need to recruit people. And they need to recruit people because, the French Foreign Legion has always needed to recruit people. That's a bad case. But why does the U.S. Army have a gazillion Instagram accounts? Why do individual recruiting sergeants have their own Instagram accounts? Well, it's because they need to recruit people, because we do not rely on the draft. We do rely on the reserves and the guard now, but that's a whole different topic. So that's why there is so much of that, and we are using it. Let's take a look. So this spreadsheet, which we were looking at last week, if I can get back to it, here we go. Remember, we're trying to organize the words that are associated with these concepts. Specific units. I should change these colors. Right? This should be, specific units should be, in terms, should be this dark. And then ideas and concepts should be, and this should be this dark. And then That's so I can do this and make these. Right, I was coloring this to say, well, oh, whoa, sorry. I looked at it, but there was nothing. There was nothing there. That's what I'm trying to get to. And I'm going to actually add a new category here because I have ideas, concepts, specific units, and what I should have. What is organizational? I forget what that even means. Let's take a look at that. We're going to call this not specific. This is like just echelons. Echelon is just a level size. So let's see. We're going to move. They have the scouts. Okay. Echelon. So I'm going to move these three things up here. So 3 above. I'm going to cut and paste that because these are just concepts, ideas. Aha. Yeah, I guess I could have tried to build a database earlier. But I don't know. I think you should do a lot of I think it's okay to do a fair amount of thinking things through before you jump to a database. This is a facility. What was it? It was like OTCMAN. Basic Recce, huh? Landmacht. Okay, so it's a facility for. It's like something in a maneuver facility. Or. Yeah, okay. So. I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to add a row here. And then reset that. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to cut and paste this. Organizations, we'll call that. We'll do that to that. We'll do that. And we'll delete these two rows. Gewerk. We saw that. Okay. Basic Recce. Not a lot. Okay. So we were back here. We were thinking about reconnaissance, surveillance, scouting. Didn't I do close observation platoon? I tried that, didn't I? Oh. Hey. Look at that. Uh-huh. All right, we did this Wednesday. We're not going to just go through stuff. But this is cool. Yeah, there's actually some... Yeah, that's interesting what they're doing here. How they're building theirs. Look, they have this little, like, dome here. Okay. So, close observation platoon. That's what I was going to look at. Close observation. Yeah, I did do that because we looked at close observation. Right? Mm-hmm. UK. Oh, okay, sorry. I just didn't move that. All right, so let's move that down here. Okay. Why don't they just have observation platoon? You know? Nothing. So we have this whole reconnaissance, recce platoon, squad, company, battalion. Yeah. So let's say surveillance squad. Yeah, this doesn't look real. Squad has this, problem. People like squad goals or something. Platoon, surveillance company. Okay. So we're I'm going to put that in because this is all just... So we got Ricky, we got Recon, we got Verkenig's Squadron. We didn't do Verkenig's Company. Just to fill that out. Verkenig's Dagen? Okay. Did I spell Verkenig's right? Yeah. So remember over here, we had a recon platoon in an Italian. See, this is where I'm trying to figure out this, like, what's used across different languages. Like, is Is this Verkenningseskadron really the same thing as reconnaissance squadron? Because Verkennings, we're saying is scouting, but is it Verken or Verkenning? Is it also reconnaissance? Okay. OP life. Ugh. Brr. I hate Instagram. Why isn't this page available? I just want to go to the home page. Do. This shouldn't be here. This should be somewhere else. Anyway. I'm in all posts, right? Okay. Let's go back to... Reach Udors. Fusiliers. This GFPI we looked at. Urban Recon. It just doesn't feel like that. It's not good. Legio Patria Nostra. Right, we're back. We've been over this before. I mean, Gilly could be a hashtag that's productive. Ooh, or not. But there's a hell of a lot of airsofters in here. Like this guy. He loves him some airsoft. Yeah. Why? Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This would be one that, you'd have to go through a lot of garbage. Like what we were talking about before, there's, 8,900 and 8,500. I wonder if there's a way to... Is there a way to... What else was that? 85. That's interesting. So it's not. I'm sorry. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm in the source of this page because I'm trying to figure out how to get this number. Because I was like, what if I could get, some of these. If I add something to the right here, and I view, and I freeze up to row C, and I say, and I enter a function. Sorry, this is a total. You're like, what is going on here? Import HTML, import feed, import data. I mean, wait a second. So if I did this. And I say 85.1. Ooh, there's only one of these tags. Let's learn more. Sorry, I'm trying to get smarter about this. I'm trying to get it to do some auto update stuff. Like, doesn't all this stuff link together? Okay, was this helpful? Not really. I guess this should be in quotes too. And I'm going to say list. Oh. Huh. What's this? Okay, so probably not. Wait a second. Instagram hashtag as RSS. Okay. Okay, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Okay. Nope. 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 Can't do that. Gilly, too much. 85,000. Okay. So back to saved. Back to main project. Back to, where was I? Here, Gilly, right? Recce Recon. Okay. Nothing there. Looking for things that are descriptive. Österreich is not. That's just Austria. Winter training is not. Verkenningspatrie. Yeah, that's maybe. Two right now. There's just two. Vorbereiten. No. Nope. Yeah, that look cool. But that's not what I'm doing. So how do I get back to... see, this happens somehow. You get into this, like... Now I can't get out of... I want to be in the view where I can just keep flipping. Okay. This is the Gewerk. I have those units. Close target recce. Gewerk. We got all those. Mission critical designs. Mesh. Hulls. Ansichtsmask. Camouflage. Oh, right. One of the things we were going to do, because we had LERP, was to do LERPs. LERPs. Is this non-conventional social podcast? Yes, it is. Okay. Stay Patrol, Sulu Scouts, Recce, Veteran Podcast, Veteran Bonus, Alieness saves lives. Oh, that seems like some trolling there. Okay, so add that. I should probably just put the link to this. I should make this like view with link and then just put this up. That's what I should do. Don't know why I haven't thought of that. Okay. Oh boy. Is that Oliver North? Looks like it. LRP, interesting. That's not going to be as productive. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Yeah, see. 93,000. 3 letters bad, 4 letters better. All right. Looked at that, looked at that, looked at that. Usually like some of these close observation. Platoon. See but not seen. Yeah, this should go here. So I'm going to put this in, even though we're not getting much there. Because remember, that's the translation of see this vedere nec vidiri. A second. Let's go back to close observation platoon and look at that plaque. One of my old unit's mottos was Scientia potentia est, or knowledge also is power. That's why I do this stuff. Videre sed non vidiri. Videre sed non videri. Okay. So, videre sed non videre. Just one post. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So this is not a particular unit. So I'm actually going to move this up here. Right. Those are the boreal is for a particular unit. This is not. This is for these close observation platoons in general. So okay, get this. And maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm just trying to make sense of this right now. And who's this? Tactical beard owner. Interesting. Oof. Okay. It looks like an interesting book. And who's this? He has a black watch tartan bandana. It's a pug. Okay. Burp, 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 burp. Huh. Actually, some interesting books here. All right. Stay focused. But nothing there. So, but we're going to do. videre nec videre. Is this just like a personal blog? Okay. There's some good shit in here, though. Yeah, I'm gonna file this. Sure. Posts. Okay, but videre nec videre. What was the difference between those again? Do not seem to see. Oh, that's interesting. Look, it's a misspelling. Oh dear, that's a whole nother world of things, right? Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good to know. No, none of it's spelled correctly. How do I? Okay. But back to the translation. But they do not seem to see is not what. I don't think that's what they meant. See. Yeah, it's see but not seen. And Hmm. Okay. So this, though, we know is the Special Operations Unit. Let's row below, and we're going to go down one more. Below. Should really make those categories. So this is RRAO185. So interesting, right? That it's 185 RRAO. Oh, I forgot to do vedere. Yeah, let's see. I think we can also get, didn't we find that we could do 185 RAO? It's also a do 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 do. Acquisitori di obiettivi. Acquisitori. Is there something target acquired? Hmm. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, this would be an interesting like subcase of how many of these are related. But there was other stuff, right? Acquisitor. Acquisitore obiettivi. Acquisitori di. Hmm. All airsofters. That's interesting. Okay. Back we go, back we go. Back to... You know, I haven't even tried yet looking at this in forget other languages and other scripts, you know, Hebrew, Cyrillic, Arabic. Yeah, I don't think covert is going to help me much. Sorry, I'm just laughing because you know, in Canada, everything has to be dual language. So I wonder if they have to have. I was like, oh, I wonder if they have to have all the same hashtags, and they do. Militaire, military, soldat, soldier, prêt, fier, fort, strong, proud, ready. Oh, strong, proud, ready must be the motto. And très fier, fort. Ready, proud, strong. Oh my gosh. So acronyms may not be. Oh, that's hilarious. Wow. Never thought about that. Hmm. What's L? Oh, it's like, what's L? RLTW. Rangers lead the way. Huh. Well, that's a crazy job. So, okay. Special reconnaissance. Yeah. But also this spezialisierte Kräfte. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, well, I think yeah, I think we've done enough work for today. So we've gotten a little bit of this hashtag grid laid out. We've worked on this for a few weeks now. I mean, an hour or two here and there. So it's not like it's been that much time. But so, right, we've got both general terms and then specialist terms. We sort of started in this Dutch world. What would like to do, like, so for this section that has terms, I'm going to extend it out and see which terms get used. Do the terms get used as the English language words in other armies, or are they getting used, like scout we saw used in Italian posts? So that's one thing to validate, is what is CTR, or close target reconnaissance, or close target recce, like we saw it here in a Dutch post. So is it basically, even though it's an English language phrase, it's the common military phrase amongst many, if not most, militaries we're studying? That's a question. Like LERP and LERPs we've seen across, right? So I think part of what I should be doing here is noting where I've found examples of these hashtags in other language, other militaries that have other languages. So that's one thing to do. Then there's this sort of echelons project, figuring out what, using that other spreadsheet I have that's looking at different units and figuring out like where do things live in terms of echelon or force structure, and then figuring out, is Verkenningspeloton the same as recon platoon, and I should move that up, right? Is Verkenningsbattalion the same as reconnaissance battalion? Like, how do these things go together? That's a question. And then specific units, using again that other spreadsheet I had that had units by army, going through and figuring out who does what. Now I put 115 185 RRAO down here in Army Special Operations for Italy. I think that's true. I believe it's a tier 1 unit, or that's what they say on Instagram. That's a tier 1 unit. So, but these other Dutch units we saw were predominantly reconnaissance elements of regular army or regular Marine infantry formations. And then there's this organizations, which is interesting. Figure out like, okay, where does the training take place? That's another thing to do, because then you can go back in and do searches based on, like, keyword searches is like this location and this activity, right? And do that language specific. So a little bit more, got a little farther on our endless journey into the world of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. I'm Richard Wheeler. This has been Richard Wheeler Works.